8 rifles, 8 European makers. One will change how you think about your next hunt. For years, American hunters have defaulted to the same short list of domestic brands: Remington, Winchester, Ruger, solid rifles, no question. But across the Atlantic, European manufacturers have been quietly engineering some of the most precise, most innovative hunting rifles on the planet, and American hunters are finally starting to pay attention. The trigger for this shift is simple. More Americans are hunting internationally now, getting hands-on time with rifles they never considered before. They come home wanting one. And once you understand what separates a Blaser R8 from a standard bolt action, or why Finnish hunters have trusted Sako for generations, it is very hard to go back. In this video, we are counting down the top 8 European hunting rifles of 2026, ranked by performance, reliability, and real-world hunting value. Stay until the end, because the number 1 pick represents engineering that most American hunters have simply never had access to before. Kicking off our list at number 8 is the Bergara B-14 Ridge Carbon Wilderness out of the Basque Country in northern Spain. Bergara spent decades making barrels for some of the most respected names in the industry before putting their own name on a complete rifle, and that heritage shows in everything the B-14 does. American hunters discovering it for the first time are consistently surprised by what a Spanish manufacturer is delivering at this price point. The B-14 Ridge Carbon sits in the premium segment at around 1,300 euros, roughly $1,400, which, for the barrel technology and build quality on offer, is genuinely competitive. The carbon fiber wrapped barrel brings total weight down to approximately 2.95 kilograms. The action runs a 2-lug cold hammer forged bolt treated through Bergara's cryogenic process, keeping accuracy consistent over the life of the barrel. Barrel length is 56 centimeters standard, with a 61 centimeter option for magnum calibers. The composite stock handles wet conditions without shifting zero, which matters more than most hunters realize until it does not. In the field, the B-14 holds around 1 moa consistently. The trigger adjusts between 2.8 and 4.4 pounds and breaks cleanly out of the box. For ammunition, 6.5 Creedmoor in a 140 grain load pairs excellently for most big game out to 300 meters. Hunters pushing distance further will find 300 Winchester Magnum in 180 grain makes the most of the longer barrel. This rifle suits intermediate to experienced hunters covering demanding terrain on foot. The fixed stock offers no cheek piece or length of pull adjustment, and the 2-lug bolt does not match the locking surface of 6-lug systems found higher on this list. But at this price, the combination of lightweight carry and consistent field accuracy is very difficult to beat. Coming in at number 7, we have an Italian manufacturer that does things entirely on their own terms. Coming in at number 7 is the Benelli Lupo, introduced in 2020 by the Italian manufacturer best known for building some of the most reliable shotguns on the planet. When Benelli decided to enter the bolt-action rifle market, American hunters were skeptical. A shotgun company making a precision hunting rifle? That skepticism did not last long. The Lupo arrived with a factory accuracy guarantee of 3 shots under 1 moa, and it backed that claim up consistently enough to silence most of the doubters. The Lupo sits in the premium segment at around 1,800 to 2,000 euros, roughly $2,000 to $2,200. What immediately sets it apart is the progressive comfort recoil reduction system built directly into the stock, a hydraulic dampening mechanism that absorbs a significant portion of recoil impulse before it reaches the shooter. For hunters running magnum calibers over a long day in the field, that difference is genuinely felt. The stock is CNC machined aluminum, and barrel lengths run 56 centimeters for standard calibers and 61 centimeters for magnum options. Weight sits at approximately 3.3 kilograms, depending on configuration. In the field, the Lupo is accurate, smooth, and surprisingly comfortable to shoot in heavier calibers. The 2-stage trigger is consistent, and Benelli's cryogenic barrel treatment keeps performance stable over time. For ammunition, 300 Winchester Magnum in 180 grain is an excellent pairing for long-range big game. and 7mm PRC in 175 grain is worth considering for hunters pushing past 300 meters. This rifle suits experienced hunters targeting large or dangerous game at distance. The aluminum chassis stock is not for everyone, and hunters who prefer a traditional wood stock feel will find it cold and unfamiliar. But for precision at range with serious recoil management built in, very few rifles at this price deliver what the Lupo does. Coming in at number 6, we have a Finnish manufacturer with a reputation that needs no introduction among serious hunters on either side of the Atlantic. At number 6, we have the Sako S20 Hunter out of Finland. And if you have spent any time around serious hunters in Scandinavia or Northern Europe, you already know what the name Sako means. This manufacturer has been producing precision bolt-action rifles for nearly a century, and the S20 Hunter, introduced in 2023, represents their most modern take on a modular hunting platform. American hunters are increasingly encountering this rifle on guided hunts in Europe and coming home with questions about how to get one. The S20 Hunter sits in the premium segment at around 1,789 euros, roughly $1,900, which is competitive for a modular chassis-style hunting rifle of this caliber. The action is built on an aluminum chassis with a cold hammer-forged barrel, produced entirely in-house at Sako's Finnish facility. Barrel lengths run 508 mm for standard calibers and 610 mm for magnum options. Weight ranges from 3.6 to 4.1 kilograms, depending on configuration. In the field, the S20 delivers excellent accuracy, with a trigger adjustable between 2.8 and 4.4 pounds. The modular stock system allows hunters to adjust length of pull and cheekpiece height, which makes it genuinely adaptable across different shooting positions and body types. For ammunition, 6.5 Creedmoor in a 140 grain load is an outstanding pairing for deer and elk-sized game. Hunters stepping up to larger animals will find 300 Winchester Magnum in 180 grain puts the longer barrel to excellent use. This rifle suits experienced hunters who want a platform they can configure precisely to their body and their hunting style. The tactical aesthetic may feel unfamiliar to traditional hunters, and the heavier weight makes it less ideal for long backcountry carries. But for hunters who prioritize adjustability and finish precision, the S20 delivers on every front. Coming in at number 5, we have an Austrian manufacturer whose approach to bolt-action safety is unlike anything else on this list. At number 5, we have the Steyr SM12 out of Austria. And this is where the list starts to get genuinely interesting for American hunters who think they have seen everything the bolt-action format has to offer. Steyr has been manufacturing precision rifles since the 19th century, and the SM12, introduced in 2018, brings a level of engineering sophistication that is difficult to find anywhere else at any price. Among European professional guides and mountain hunters, this rifle carries serious respect. The SM12 sits in the premium to professional segment at around 2,500 to 3,000 euros, roughly $2,700 to $3,300. The action features Steyr's hand cocking system, which allows the hunter to load and close the bolt without cocking the firing pin, only cocking when deliberately ready to fire. For hunters sitting in elevated blinds or moving through dense terrain with a chambered round, that level of control is a meaningful safety advantage. Barrel length runs 61 to 64 centimeters for magnum calibers, and weight sits between 3.35 and 3.8 kilograms, depending on configuration. In the field, the SM12 is exceptionally smooth and shoots comfortably sub-MOA across its caliber range. The reset trigger adjusts between 1 and 3 pounds and resets with a distinctly positive feel. For ammunition, 7mm Remington Magnum in 160 grain is an excellent pairing for long-range mountain hunting. 9.3 by 62 in 280 grain is worth considering for hunters targeting larger and potentially dangerous game. This rifle suits experienced hunters who prioritize safety, precision, and build quality above all else. The hand cocking system requires deliberate familiarization before taking it into the field, and the weight makes it less suited for extended backcountry carries. But for hunters who demand the highest standard of control and craftsmanship, the SM12 is difficult to argue against. Coming in at number 4, we have a Czech manufacturer that is giving the German and Austrian names on this list serious competition at a fraction of the price. At number 4, we have the CZ600 series out of the Czech Republic, and this is the entry on this list that is going to surprise the most American hunters. CZ has been producing firearms for decades, but the 600 series, introduced in 2019, represents a complete reinvention of what a Czech hunting rifle can be. Modular, precise, and priced well below the German and Austrian competition, this platform is quickly becoming one of the most talked about hunting rifles in Europe, and American hunters are starting to take notice. The CZ600 sits in the mid to premium segment, starting at around €1,249 for the Alpha configuration, roughly $1,350, making it the most accessible rifle on this list without feeling like a compromise. The action features a 6-lug bolt with a 60-degree throw, delivering a short, fast cycling motion that experienced hunters will immediately appreciate. Barrel lengths run 51 centimeters for standard calibers and 61 centimeters for magnum options. The modular design allows hunters to swap barrels and stocks without specialized tools, using only 2 Torx screws. In the field, the CZ600 consistently delivers under .75 MOA on the Lux and range configurations, which is exceptional at this price point. The controlled round feed system, similar in concept to the classic Mauser design, handles brass reliably across a wide range of conditions. For ammunition, 300 Winchester Magnum in 180 grain pairs excellently with the longer barrel for elk and moose-sized game. 6.5 Creedmoor in 140 grain is an outstanding everyday hunting load across the standard configurations. This rifle suits intermediate to experienced hunters who want a modular, accurate platform without spending €4,000 to get there. The newer platform means the aftermarket accessory ecosystem is still developing, and the longer configurations can feel cumbersome in tight forest terrain. But for hunters who want German-level precision at Czech-level pricing, the CZ600 makes a very compelling case. Coming in at number 3, we have a German manufacturer whose straight pull action has been redefining how fast a bolt-action rifle can cycle since the turn of the century. At number 3, we have the Merkel Helix Carbon out of Suhl in eastern Germany, and this is the rifle on this list that consistently stops American hunters in their tracks the first time they cycle the action. Merkel introduced the original Helix in 2001 as the world's first straight pull hunting rifle, and the Carbon variant refined that concept into something genuinely exceptional. Among European mountain hunters who cover serious vertical terrain, the Helix Carbon has earned a reputation as one of the finest lightweight hunting platforms ever produced. The Helix Carbon sits in the premium segment at around €2,500 to €3,000, roughly $2,700 to $3,300. The defining feature is the combination of a carbon fiber wrapped barrel and a monocoque aluminum receiver, bringing total weight down to approximately 2.8 kilograms. That is the lightest rifle on this list by a meaningful margin. The straight pull bolt cycles with 4 locking lugs and requires no rotation, meaning a follow-up shot comes significantly faster than any traditional bolt action can deliver. Barrel length runs 56 centimeters on the standard configuration. In the field, the Helix Carbon is smooth, fast, and accurate. The hand cocking mechanism requires the hunter to manually cock the action by pulling a lever rather than cycling the bolt, which is unfamiliar at first but becomes instinctive quickly. For ammunition, 9.3 by 62 in 250 grain is an excellent pairing for driven boar hunting, where fast follow-up shots matter most. 6.5 Creedmoor in 140 grain covers deer and chamois across most alpine hunting distances. This rifle suits experienced hunters who prioritize speed, low weight, and precision in demanding terrain. The 3-round magazine capacity is a genuine limitation for hunters who want more on board, and the hand-cocking system requires dedicated practice before taking it into the field. But for alpine and mountain hunting, where every gram matters, nothing on this list carries as well as the Helix Carbon. Coming in at number 2, we have a German manufacturer whose straight pull system took everything Merkel pioneered and pushed it even further. At number 2, we have the Blaser R8, Professional 2, out of Isny in southern Germany. And if you have spent any time researching European hunting rifles, you already know this name. The R8 has been the benchmark straight-pull hunting rifle on the continent for over 2 decades, and the Professional 2, announced in September 2025, refines that benchmark in ways that matter to serious hunters. Among professional guides and driven hunt regulars across Europe, the R8 is simply the standard against which everything else is measured. The R8 Professional 2 sits in the professional segment at €3,499 for the standard configuration, with the integrated suppressor variant coming in at €4,495. The action features a 14-lug radial collet bolt, delivering 96 square millimeters of locking surface. The system supports calibers from 204 Ruger up to 500 Jeffrey, and barrel swaps require nothing more than 2 screws and a locking lever. Weight sits at approximately 3.3 kilograms. In the field, the R8 Professional 2 cycles faster than nearly any other production rifle available today. The progressive comfort recoil pad manages impulse effectively across Magnum calibers. For ammunition, 300 Winchester Magnum in 180 grain is the natural pairing for large European game at distance. Hunters running the suppressor variant will find 300 Winchester Magnum in 220 grain subsonic opens up a completely different set of possibilities. This rifle suits experienced to professional level hunters who demand the fastest possible follow-up capability combined with genuine modularity. The complexity and price place it beyond casual hunters, and the weight makes it less ideal for solo backcountry work. But for driven hunts, and any situation where a second shot needs to happen immediately, nothing on this list cycles faster. Coming in at number 1, we have a rifle that American hunters are only now discovering and wondering why it took them so long. At number 1, we have the Sauer 404 out of Eckernförde in northern Germany, and this is the rifle that earns the top position not because of marketing or brand prestige, but because of what it delivers across more hunting situations than anything else on this list. Sauer introduced the 404 inches 2010, and it has held the top spot in European hunting circles ever since. American hunters who encounter one on an international hunt consistently describe it as a turning point in how they think about what a hunting rifle can be. The Sauer 404 sits in the professional segment at around €3,000 to €4,500 depending on configuration. The defining feature is the Speedlock barrel exchange system, which allows a hunter to swap calibers in the field without tools in under a minute. The 4-lug bolt locks directly into the barrel rather than the receiver, contributing directly to the exceptional accuracy the 404 is known for. Barrel lengths run 51, 56, and 62 centimeters across caliber groups, and the maglock system retains the magazine during barrel changes, so rounds stay secured. Weight sits at approximately 3.2 kilograms on the classic wood configuration. In the field, the Sauer 404 delivers consistent sub-MOA accuracy from 243 Winchester all the way up to 375 Holland and Holland. The Quattro trigger adjusts between 900 and 1900 grams and breaks with a precision that reflects the craftsmanship Sauer puts into every component. For ammunition, 308 Winchester in 165 grain covers most European big game hunting. Hunters stepping up to dangerous game will find 375 Holland, and Holland in 300 grain puts the full capability of this platform to work. This rifle suits experienced to professional hunters who want one platform that handles every situation they will ever encounter. The price is the honest limitation. But for any hunter who wants the finest production hunting rifle European engineering has ever produced, the Sauer 404 is the answer. That is the full lineup for today. 8 European hunting rifles, each one representing a different philosophy about what precision, reliability, and field performance should look like. From the accessible Bergara B-14 at the entry point of the premium segment, all the way up to the Sauer 404 at the top, every rifle on this list offers something that American hunters simply cannot find from domestic manufacturers at the same level. Now I want to hear from you. Which rifle on this list would you trust on your next hunt? And is there a European model we left off that you think deserves a spot? Drop your answer in the comments. because that conversation is genuinely worth having. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please like the video and subscribe to Alpha Gun Review so you do not miss the next one. And if you want to go deeper on optics that pair well with these rifles, check out our top scope pairings video linked in the description below.